I want to start off by giving our praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Kadesh, the one to the elders and apostles to tell me the truth. Alright, we're just gonna get into one, um, just a little simple video, explaining to people what a building is, and that'll be about it. And the difference between in a simple way. I know there's a lot of complicated videos, but ain't nothing that does it in a simple way. Alright.
Huh?
It does it in a simple way. Alright. This is Psalms, the 49th chapter. I'm gonna start at verse 1. Hear this, all ye people, and give ear, all ye inhabitations of the world, both low and high, rich and poor together. My mouth should speak of wisdom, and the meditations of my heart should be of understanding. I will incline my ear to a parable. I will open my dark sayings upon the harps. And this is going into the understanding of these scriptures coming to us in these last days. The understanding and full breakdowns of what the Bible is actually saying. Wherefore should I fear in the days of evil, when the iniquity of my heels should compass me about? They that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitudes of their riches. All right, so the people that trust in their wealth, the rich people, none of them can be in any means redeem his brother, nor give to Yahweh a ransom for himself. So this pretty much is letting you know that your money cannot save you in the day of the Lord. All right, so you shouldn't be putting no trust, no hope, no nothing in riches in the day of the Lord. For the Redeemer of their souls is precious, and it should cease forever. That he should still live forever and not see corruption. For he said that wise men die, likewise the fool and the brutish person perish, and leaves their wealth to others. All right, so pretty much saying that you can't take your wealth with you when you die, and your wealth is going to be left to others. All right, so you can't take it with you when you go. Nevertheless, all right, their inward cause is that their houses should continue forever, and their dwelling places to our generation. They call their lands after their own names, and that's what they think in this last days, that they place is going to continue forever. That this American system is never going to crush. Yeah, it's never going to go down. Nevertheless, men in honor abide not. He is like the beasts that perish. This their ways is the folly, yet the prosperous approve their sins. Like sheep, they are led in the graves, and death shall feed of them, and the upright shall have dominion over them. And in the morning, and their beauty shall consume them in the grave from their dwellings. But Yahweh will redeem my soul from the power of the grave, for he should receive me. So pretty much saying, these people putting in their wealth, they're gonna perish, anyway. All right, their houses will continue forever. This whole so-called American dream, is turning into the American nightmare, and it's about to come crashing down. All right. 16 verse. Be not thou afraid when one is made rich, when the glory of his house is increased. So don't be worried about these people who are making all this money right now on this side and doing good. All right. For when he dies, he shall carry nothing away. His glory should not descend after him. All right. So pretty much saying you can't take it with you. All right. Your wealth is not going with you. Though while he liveth, he bless his soul, and men will praise thee when thou doest well to thyself. He should go to the generations of his father, and they should never see light. Man that is in honor that is in honor and understand not is like the beasts that perish. So pretty much, if you living good in this life and you don't understand these scriptures or have a understanding of the Lord, you're just the same as the beast. And in the scriptures, man is referred to as beasts and cattle and things like that of the field when they have no law, when they have no understanding of this law. And that's another way we know that we are still supposed to be trying to keep the most that law to the best of our ability. All right, because that is what separates us from the animals, the other nations. All right, that is why we are holy people to the Lord. All right, now let's just show. All right, so what's a bailout? We say, all right, a bailout is the provisions of a financial help to a corporation, country which otherwise would be on a brink of bankruptcy. All right, so pretty much, it's pretty much. Let me just simplify it. A bailout is pretty much when the government comes in and helps out the bank and gives the bank what they need to succeed. It happens after the taxpayers, right? And the bailout is usually the first step, but what they have did now, they have created some called a billion. I know now, so you gotta have a quarter of a mil to be effective. So what this billion thing is, so pretty much, bringing some people who are in the middle class down, and that's what we see going on in the silly thing. Pretty much bringing middle class people down to being poor people. This is while the bailout, a government injects capital in the bank, enabling them to continue their operations. And it's saying something about that's what happened in 2007, 2008. A bail-in provides intermediate relief when banks use money from their unsecured creditors, including depositors and bondholders, to reconstruct the capital. Banks can convert their debt into equity to increase their capital requirements. So pretty much just say this can take your stocks, they can take your bonds, and it goes on to even tell you, although depositors run a risk of losing some of their deposits, banks can only use deposits over the 250,000 protected provided. All right, so pretty much, and then that right now, us poor people ain't really got to worry about this at this moment, but as things get worse, they're going to increase, what they do, and so pretty much your money is protected in your savings account as long as you got under 250,000. Anybody who got above that, you know, that they ain't in danger of losing it right now. But right now, that's what's going on with Silicon Valley. But what this is, the bail in, is they wanted to put a step before they go to a bailout. All right, so the bail in is the first step, and this is where they bring some of the middle class people down to being regular citizens. People who got less than 250,000. Pretty much putting upper middle class people into just regular middle class is what the bail in does. And then if that doesn't fix the problem, then they will go and they will look for a bail where the government will try to put money in to try to save the bank. And if the government refuses to save the bank or the bailout don't fix the problem, because there's no guarantee that the bail in gonna work, there's no guarantee that the bailout gonna work, then the bank will default and everyone in the bank will lose their money. And that will include the poor people too. The people under 250,000, they include everybody. And we seen where they had TikToks going around of I forgot which bank, people losing money in their bank accounts for whatever reason. But they said it was some kind of a bank error, but it won't be a bank error if the bank actually failed. It would just be taking your money to pay for what needs to be paid for. And Like I said, bailout comes from your taxes, so your taxes will go up and stuff like that to try to keep this system afloat. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen right now. Now, I'm gonna get Isaiah. Isaiah, the 10th chapter. All right, and I'm gonna start at the top. All right, woe to those who decree unrighteous decrees. All right, woe to those who decree unrighteous decrees in their right grievances which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needed from judgment, and to take away the rights from the poor of my people, that the widow might be their prey, and that there might rob the fatherless. So, people who take away, the little that the poor people got. Uh, and what will ye do in the day of the visitation, in the day of desolations, which should come from far? To whom will ye flee for help? And where will ye leave your glory? So who's going to help these people who do all this wickedness in the day? Without me, they shall bow down under the prisons, and they shall fall under the slain. For all this, for all this, his anger is not, but his hand is stretched out still. All right, so pretty much, the Lord is saying, the people who do this wickedness, they're gonna pay in that day. All right, and go over to the Apocrypha, and I'm gonna get Sirach, the 10th chapter, and start at the verse. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of the prudent man is well ordered. So pretty much saying a wise judge is going to help his people, going to pass laws, that make it to where the people can make it. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what matter of man the ruler What matter of man the ruler of the city is, such are they that dwell therein. So pretty much saying, wherever man the ruler of the city is, such are they that dwell therein. And unwise king destroys his people. So through these weird and strange laws that's really bringing down his people, that's what an unwise king do. And that's what we see in America, Babylon the Great doing to this day. Right? But through the persistency of them which are in authority, the city should be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Right? So he letting you know that in due time, one that is profitable is going to be set over. It's going to be righteous rulership on the earth sooner or later. Right? So that is just the thing that is coming to Babylon the Great. Alright, and I'm gonna end this with Sirach, the 8th chapter, 12th verse. Lend not unto him that is mightier than thyself, for if thou lendest him, count it but loss. And that's pretty much what happens when you put all your money in the bank. You're lending to someone that is mightier than you. Be not surely about thy power, for if thou be surely take care to pay it. Go not to the law with a judge, for they will judge for him according to his honor. So, this is what our government do. They judge for, themselves, and they do things that are beneficial to them. Travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto thee, for he will do according to his own will, and thou shalt perish with him through his folly. And that's what we're seeing now. Everyone who wants to join or stay joined to this place, Babylon the Great, they are going to perish with it through his own folly. Because we're seeing this whole system being torn down, and we already know they got the next system in place. And to be a part of that next system, you are gonna have to sell out to the beast and take that mark. Right? So right now it's the time to be breaking away and taking heed to the warnings that the Lord is showing us. And it ain't nothing we can really do to fully prepare financially or with stockpiling or all that things. The only way we can get prepared is spiritually. You know, let the Lord build us up and give us that oil for our lamps. So when all this happens, then mentally we're ready and we don't break down. And I'm just gonna end it right there. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom.